Bayan and Jungkook had been married for a year now, but their relationship was anything but conventional. The silence between them was heavy, almost suffocating, and it often left Bayan wondering if they would ever bridge the distance. Jungkook thought their marriage had been a sacrifice for Bayan, forced by circumstances beyond their control. But for Bayan, things had changed. She didn't see it forced anymore. Over the months, she had grown to admire Jungkook, the way he quickly handled his responsibilities, the subtle kindness hidden behind his aloof demeanor, and the moment when she caught him glancing at her when he thought she wasn't looking. Now, Vine wanted to confess her feelings, to tell him that she had fallen for him. It wasn't an easy decision. Her heart raced as she prepared herself. She rehearsed her words over and over again, pacing her room. Jungkook, I like you. No, that's too fake. Jungkook, I love you. She sighed, feeling frustrated. What if he rejects me? After a moment of hesitation, she shook her head. No, I need to tell him. Even if he doesn't feel the same, he deserves to know. With trembling hands, she walked toward his study. She took a deep breath before pushing the door open, but it wasn't Jungkook. She found inside. It was his stepbrother, Minho. Minho turned to her, his lips curling into a smirk. Ah, Hawaiian, what a surprise! Her heart sunk. Thankfully, she hasn't uttered a word about loving Jungkook. It's better to shut her mouth in front of Minho because the man in front is not a good person. I was looking for Jungkook. He is not here, Minho said, taking a step closer. His tone was unsettling, and the way his eyes lingered on her made her uncomfortable. But you don't have to leave so soon. Stay, let's talk. Ryan stepped back instinctively. No, I will come back later. She quickly turned to leave, but Minho blocked her way. Why are you always running to him? He doesn't care about you. He never has. But do you know how much I care for you? Don't believe. Let's make you believe, Ryan. His voice stung, but before she could respond, he grabbed her wrist. Minho, let go, she said firmly, panic rising in her voice. She tried to twist her wrist to take it out of Minho's grip, but was unsuccessful. Come on, Ryan. Don't act so innocent. You deserve someone who actually notices you. Someone like me, don't you think? His grip tightened as he pulled her closer. I am not greedy for attention, Minho. Now let me go. Leave me or I will complain to Jungkook. Leave me. Minho scoffed. Shut up, girl. I know how much you like attentions because you didn't get much attention from Jungkook. Now come here. He pushed her on the bed. She tried to run away, but Minho grabbed her and hurried over her. Ryan struggled, fear creeping into her voice. I said let go. Before things could escalate further, she managed to break free and run out of the room, her heart pounding. She locked herself in her room, tears streaming down her face as she replayed the incident over and over in her mind. I feel so dirty, she cried, with someone knocking on the door, but she couldn't get the courage to open the door as she just cried, feeling herself dirty. The next morning, Jungkook notices something is off. Ryan sat at the breakfast table, her eyes puffy and red. She avoided his gaze, quickly picking at her food. He frowned. Ryan was wrong. She froze, debating whether to tell him, but the memory of Minho's action and words burned in her mind. She couldn't keep this to herself, but there was a thing which he said Jungkook never cared for her. That's also hurting her, and now thinking about telling this to Jungkook, she felt risky. Jungkook, she began hesitantly, her voice trembling. I need to tell you something. He leaned forward, concern etched on her face. What happened? Tears welled up in her eyes again as she recounted the event of the previous night. She told him everything, how she had gone to confess her feelings, how Minu had tried to misbehave with her, and how scared she had felt. When she finished, her voice broke. I didn't know what to do. I was so scared, Jungkook. Jungkook's expression darkened. He stood up abruptly, his jaw clenched. You are lying, he said coldly. Vaisa shattered at his words. What? Minhu wouldn't do something like that, Jungkook said, his tone lessened with disbelief. You must have misunderstood. Her tears fell freely. Now she stood up. I'm not lying, Jungkook. Why would I make up this? She was broken. He turned away, running a hand through his hair. I don't know, Vayan. Maybe you are just trying to get my attention or something? His words cut deeper than she thought possible. You think I would lie about something like this after everything I have been through? Jungkook didn't respond, and the silence between them was deafening. Vayan couldn't take it anymore. If you don't believe me, then maybe this marriage really was a mistake, she said, her voice barely above a whisper. She walked out of the room, leaving Jungkook standing there, conflicted and torn. Shit, what should I do now? He banged his fist on the table. This Minu, I don't know whom to believe now. He runs his hand through his hair. So he left. Jungkook opened the door of his car as he just got out of his office. Jungkook stood froze in his place. Voice was echoing in his mind. Maybe this marriage really was a mistake. He clenched his fist, a pang of guilt seeping into his chest. As much as he wanted to believe Minu wouldn't do such a thing, the pain of Vayan's eyes was undeniable. He sunk into the seat after sitting inside his car, staring blankly at the parking lot. His mind raced. Had he misjudged her? Had his friendship with Minu blinded him to something darker? He started his car toward his mom's house, replaying their conversation, her trembling voice, the way she had looked at him, broken and betrayed. By the time Jungkook reached home, he pushed the door open, finding his mom standing in front. Jungkook, hey, what are you doing here? She looked confused. I'm here to talk to Minu. Call him, mom. His mom frowned. Oh, hold on, but what happened? Is everything okay? No, nothing is okay. Just call him, mom. Okay. And she went to call him. Jungkook, what's up, man? Minu's cheerful voice came through, but it only fueled Jungkook's anger when he stood in front of Jungkook. Cut the crap, Minu. Jungkook snapped. I know what you did last night. Vayan told me everything. There was a pause, following by a shukal. Everything? What are you talking about? Jungkook's hands fisted tightly. Don't play dumb. You know exactly what I mean. Minu's tone shifted, becoming defensive. Listen, I don't know what lies she has been feeding you, but hold on, what is happening? Is someone going to tell me, guys? Jungkook's mom middled. Don't middle, mom. I will tell you later, please. He looked back at Minu. So now tell me the truth. Vayan has already told me what were you doing at my house yesterday when I wasn't there. That too in my room. Jungkook, I wasn't there. She is lying to you. Oh really? Why will she lie? Shankuk crossed his hands over his chest. I don't know why, but I wasn't there, Shankuk, believe me. Enough. Shankuk interrupted, his voice shaking with fury. She wouldn't mix something like this up. I trusted you, Minhu. How could you betray us like this? The silence on the other end was deafening. Jungkook waited, his heart pounding, but Minho didn't deny it. You have crossed a line, Jungkook said, his voice low and threatening. Stay away from her. Stay away from us. If I ever see you near her again, I won't hold back. He watched Minho's hands trembling. He is controlling to do not slap his brother, but he wanted to. Jungkook, he did what? His mom's eyes were teary. Mom, he harassed Ryan. He touched her inappropriately. What? Jungkook's mom looked angry. At this one, she turned it at Minho. You did that? Minho didn't answer. Tell him to do not come close to my wife, or else I may have to issue restriction orders against him. Jungkook heard nothing but a slap which his mom gave to his brother. I never knew you could stood this low, Minho. I thought you will become someone like Jungkook. But shame on you, Minho, shame on you. She turned to Jungkook. Jungkook, I will apologize to her behalf of him, and I will make sure he won't get close to Ryan. You should, Mom, or else I will not spare him next time. The next time he will be behind the bars. His mom nodded. Jungkook passes Minho a glare before leaving the house. Without wasting another second, Jungkook rushed upstairs to find Ryan. He knocked on her door gently, but there was no response. Slowly, he pushed it open. She was sitting on the bed, her back to him, staring out of the window. Ryan, he began softly, his voice laced with guilty. She didn't turn around. What do you want, Jungkook? She sounded detached. I was wrong, he admitted, stepping closer. I shouldn't have doubted you. I spoke to Minho. At that, she turned, her eyes wide with surprise. You did? He nodded, his expression remorseful, and he didn't deny it. Ryan, I am so sorry. I should have believed you from the start. I let my own biases cloud my judgment, and I hurt you. Her lips trembled as tears welled up again. Do you even know how much it hurts to hear you say those words? To think you didn't trust me. I do, he said, his voice breaking, and I will never forgive myself for it. I am sorry for failing you, for not protecting you when I should have, but I promise I will do better. I will never let anyone hurt you again. Ryan looked at him, her voice slowly crumbling. She could see the sincerity in his eyes. The regret etched into his feature. For a moment, the silence between them spoke louder than words. I need time, Jungkook, she said finally. I can't just forgive what you said. I understand, but Ryan, I'm really sorry, Ryan. She chuckled, turning at him. You are sorry? Man, you should be protecting me, Jungkook. You doubted me. Now you are sorry? Ryan, try to understand. What should you do when I say your sister tried to harass me? You will believe me, Ryan. Ryan blinked her tears, looking away, couldn't able to answer. I still need time, Jungkook, please. She wiped her tears. I understand, he replied, his voice barely above a whisper. Take all the time you need. Just know that I am here, and I will do whatever it takes to make things right. As he left the room, Ryan felt a flicker of hope amid the pain. Things were far from perfect, but maybe, just maybe, they could find a way back to each other. Maybe she could tell him what she wanted to that day. Maybe this will happen one day, but for now, they need time to heal. The days that followed were quiet, the kind of silence that felt heavy and unrelenting. Vian avoided Jungkook whenever she could, retreating into her own space to process the pain of his betrayal and the fear that Minho's actions had left behind. Jungkook, on the other hand, was restless. He wanted to give her space, but the guilt gawked at him restlessly. One evening, he stood outside the door, hesitating for what felt like the 100th time. He carried a tray with tea and some snacks, unsure if she would even let him in. Taking a deep breath, he knocked softly. Vian, no response. I made some tea. What you might like it? He said, his voice tentative. After a moment, the door opened slightly. Vian peeked out, her expression weary. What do you want, Jungkook? I just. He held up the tray awkwardly. I wanted to make sure you were okay and to talk. If you are ready. She sighed, opening the door enough for him to step inside. She sat on the edge of the bed, finding her arms, her posture guarded. Jungkook was going to place the tea on the table when he glanced at her, and that's when the tea fell on his palm. He screamed at the pain. Jungkook! Vian rushed to him. Oh my god! What you did, Cook? Are you crazy? Can't you walk carefully? She cutely glared at him while blowing on his red palm. What? Why are you looking at me like that? She asked, finding Jungkook smiling weirdly. Nothing. He shook his head. You curious for me, Vian? He asked. Smile was never leaving his face. I don't. Vian hesitated. She turned it away. Sit still. She went to grab the first ticket. Coming back, she found Jungkook still staring at her face. Stop staring at me, she says, feeling the blood spreading on her cheeks. She puts ointment on his palm. Ouch, he hisses. Vian blowed on his wound. Is it hurting much? Jungkook nodded, pouting cutely. She stopped thinking for a moment. Then she leaned and placed a kiss on his palm. Wow, the pain went away, Vianney. Jungkook blushes for the first time in his life. You know, you will always get the kiss if you could behave well with me. Behave well and trust me. And it's okay. It's your bad luck. You can't get that. Oh, really? Jungkook played her on his lap. Now tell me, why can't I get them now? Butterflies starting swirling in her tummy. You lost the chance to get a proposal from me. Jungkook's eyes widened. What? A proposal? And you were going to propose me? He sounded excited. Keep your excitement down, because I ain't going to propose you now, because you didn't believe me. Now go back to your brother, ask him to propose you. She got up. How could I ask him to love me? I don't love him the way I love you. She turned it amused. So you mean you love me? She pointed at herself, teasing him, also surprised by his confession. Well, yeah, I do that. He scratches his nape. Oh, really? But I didn't get the flowers till now, and no better proposal. She blowed on her nails. Just say it. You want to get married again. He walked toward her. He grabbed her both hands, pinned her on the wall, standing close to her. He grabbed her waist. I will do that, but before that, he leaned in, leaving Vian blushing mess, and he pressed his lips on her, pecking them. is fine for now, but soon I will take your everything soon. I will make you fully mine. He leaned in, placing a kiss on her nape, making her lose her senses. Get away, you horny man! She pushed him and runs away, leaving him laughing behind. Oh gosh, I love this girl so much.